How's it going, everybody? Happy Monday. Monday fun day. So I got out of work, figured I'd come up and show you guys my pond. Uh, what it is, what pond it is anyways. So the area is really cool. This is up almost to the top of my property. There's a little further and there's a creek that runs back there. The creek runs on my property for probably 50 feet and then jumps off into other people's property. So that's like at the back corner. So it would have been pretty awesome to have, a creek the length of my property. Had that when I was growing up. But we got a pond. There's no fish in there. There's a bunch of frogs in there. So I'll come up and mowed, keep it squared away. The idea down the road, everything's down the road, is I want to put a base camp up here. First I was going to buy lumber and do that, but I'm thinking more bushcrafty and trying to construct my own house out of the supplies we have out here. So this was the area I had picked out between these three trees. So it's a pretty nice area. Let me back up a little bit so you can see better. I like that spot. Seems like some strong trees right there. So nothing too drastic come crashing down except for a branch or two. But the trees seem like they're gonna last a long time. You really gotta watch the trees around here. Some of them are gonna be good, some of them are not. Some of these pines, I dropped one on my head last year. One of these that are laying over here because I was trying to shake it because it seemed really loose at the bottom. So I was just shaking it a little to make it come down. Well, that was a life lesson learned because they are that tall. So they don't all shake in the same direction. So about midpoint it was wobbling and it decided to break up there and come down and smack me in the head and almost knocked me out. Not quite. Yeah, you see the leaning ones, a broken one back there. So those things, they don't, that's all pine, I believe. They don't last very long. And there's a whole bunch of them in here. But this is all, even if they fell this way, this would all be protected by the canopy up here. So they more or less would roll off. I haven't had anything major stick-wise laying in here since I cleared it. And that was last year. So here's the drama with my pond. It's a good sized pond, but it doesn't fill up. You see how all the way around that whole side there is a lot higher that it can go, but this is as high as it'll ever go because over here. So it's kind of hard to see without getting in there, and I believe that's poison ivy right there. So I'm not going to go any further. So that's as high as it goes. So when it rains and stuff and gets any higher, it's just going to run off and go that way. You can see there's a little tiny ravine type pathway where it all goes and then goes on down the hill. So I'm not going to be able to do anything with this until I can get an excavator up here and fill this corner in. It's just that one corner. It's crazy. Why anybody had this done like this, I have no idea. We've got a bunch of big trees right in there where it is too, so who knows. Occasionally I'll throw, if I get sticks and stuff, I'll throw them right there. Maybe over the years it'll dam up, who the hell knows. But it gets really buggy out here. There's a lot of mosquitoes and stuff, and it's all because that pond is just stagnant. It's not moving at all except for the bugs skeeting across top of it. So I'd like to get a little solar pump, throw it in there just to keep the water moving someday. But for now, we just use a lot of bug spray if we want to come up here and hang out. So that's what's going on. I was there since before I ever got here, so somebody's ingenious attempt. Old tarp sitting there, some buckets. So who knows if it was kids or if they were trying to hunt from up there or what. It doesn't look like too craftsmanship of a job, so I'm thinking kids. But it's also a good place to hunt. Acorns fall out of this tree here. So the deer, and you can tell by the tracks, the deer do like to come out here, and then they'll go right down to the pond right in that little area that they can get down and get some water. So if I ever did fill that in, that would cut off their water supply, at least right here. And there's plenty of other water supplies around. Plenty of deer too, so. Alright, that's I just wanted to show you guys the pond and a little more piece of the property. I'm gonna head back down, finish mowing the path going down, and grab a beer. Enjoy your Monday. See you.